Greetings, friends, and welcome to Enigma Night Gaming. My name is Liara, and I will be your guide in today's adventure. Today we're playing King's Quest VI, and today we finally discover where the teapot is. So, now we'll be able to cast the rain spell, and from there, where do we go? Who knows? Let's hop into the game and find out. So, I had to go back and replay a little bit of the game, because I could not find the teapot. No matter what I tried. I even tried the lamp that we traded for. I tried the other lamps that were there. None of them were working. There was one lamp I didn't try, however. And it turns out that's the one we needed. So I had to go replay and not trade our old lamp in for a new. But we went ahead and sent the genie away with our faked death. So we've done it a bit out of order because we needed our lamp still. So now we are finally able to cast our spell. So let's look at it first. So we want the rain spell. A few drops of salt water, not from the sea, a vial of sacred water, and falling water. First, mix the salt and sacred waters in a teapot. So that's the first thing that we need to do. So the first thing we're going to do, just to make sure, this should be the sacred water, right?
The small vial contains the
From
oracle's sacred water.
Yes.
The water has a crystalline appearance.
Okay, so we're going to take that and we are going to add it to our hunter's lamp.
Alexander pours the contents of the oracle's vial into the hunter's lamp. The vial, now empty of its sacred fluid, disintegrates.
Nice. All right, now we need to go to the Isle of Wonder and go back to the baby cabbages. So let's head back there and we will make them cry again and we'll gather their tears. So off we go. Hello, baby tears. I'm sorry, but I have to make you guys cry because I need your tears.
Alexander gives one of the baby's tears a bottle of milk. The other baby's tears seem to resent Alexander's gift for some reason.
All right, so we should be able to collect it up. Let's see.
Alexander collects some of the tears in the old hunter's lamp containing the oracle's sacred water.
Nice. So we have two steps. Now let's see what we have to do next. I think we need to go to the Isle of the Beast to the waterfall and add the falling water, if I'm not mistaken. We'll check the book just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the next step. So let's see. I wish it would stay on the page. Then add the falling water. Speak the incantation over the teapot to enchant heat to boiling to activate. So we'll just keep it on our person and then we'll be, put on the fire of the druids and it'll cast rain and they'll think we're magic. So let's go to the Isle of the Beast and get that falling water.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
So now, in theory, we should be able to take our lamp and get the falling water.
Alexander fills the hunter's lamp to the brim with the fountain water.
Now let's say the incantation, and then we should be good to go. All right, so cast it.
Alexander prepares to enchant the hunter's lamp with the Make Rain spell incantation.
Clouds of thunder, shafts of light, come and sup with me tonight. Waters 3 have I for tea. Brew a tempest now for me.
Oh boy. And now all we'll have to do to make rain is, I don't know, casually be thrown over a fire in a cage?
The lamp in Alexander's hand gives a little perk. He hopes the spell works despite his makeshift teapot.
Yeah, our makeshift teapot, exactly. Now, there was something else that I noticed both while editing and just then. So, when I was editing my last episode, we were talking to the genie, or no, the genie, the guy that looks like a genie, that guy reading the book in the bookstore. And we started off by saying, you were talking about Princess Cassima. And he says, I don't know you, stranger. But then Beast wanted us to give his signet ring to Beauty to let her know who he was. So I kind of was like, wait a second. We need to identify who we are. I mean, how's he to know that we're Prince Alexander, right? We need our signet ring. But we gave the signet ring to the pawn shop owner, and he said, find something of value to trade it with. When we helped the little oyster...
The flawless pearl is the largest Alexander's ever seen.
Maybe he'll take that in exchange. We need to go see. All right. Time to go talk to a pawn shop owner and see if he'll be interested in this giant pearl that we have.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Hello, hello. So, greetings, sir. I have this enormous pearl. Would you be interested in it?
I found this large pearl. Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
Let's hope so.
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Nice. So
I'm
now...
glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Awesome. All right. So now, hopefully, we will be able to... hopefully that guy is still in the bookstore, so we'll have to see. So now we have our signet ring. Let's go next door. And let's see.
Hello.
He's not there, darn it.
I will be right
Is
up.
that something on the chair, though, I wonder? Did he leave something
No.
there?
What can I do for you?
Is that... what is this?
A well-padded leather chair, a small table, and a fuzzy rug have been arranged into a cheery
Maybe that's
reading
just
area
how
near
the light
fire.
is hitting it? I don't know. It just seems like there's something on the arm of the chair, but
Alexander
I guess there's
rests
not.
his feet for a moment.
All right,
Alexander
well,
picks up and leafs idly through a book called The Changing Role of Court Entertainers Through the Ages.
court entertainers.
Well,
I
that
wonder...
was refreshing.
Maybe that's what he is. Maybe he's like a court entertainer. I mean, he's kind of dressed like one, so maybe. However, he's not there right now, and we can't trade our lamp right now. So I guess we go see the druids about a rain spell. Hopefully, this will work out as well as we hope. So we will see.
Great gods, did you see that? The man just appeared from nowhere.
Yeah, imagine.
Perhaps he was sent by the spirits.
Just ask
I
him, are
see
you
no boat.
entertaining?
He is an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him!
Grab him.
Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem.
I think not. Let's go.
It's okay, it's okay. We got this under control. This time, anyways. It should be fine. We hope.
Alexander is frozen at the spectacle before him. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place. But as to its
It's
purpose,
a rain
Alexander
ceremony,
has
right?
no clue.
We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid.
Uh-oh. Archdruid. Now what has Alexander wandered into?
That
This must be
satisfying
the foreigner
feeling
we were warned
when you know
about.
you're going to win
How
this time.
appropriate that he should come during our rain festival.
Of course,
Place him
imagine
in the
that.
sacrificial cage.
Let's just make
Wait!
some rain in the
I must
sacrificial
rescue the
cage.
princess!
There's an ancient druid saying, a man who would save others must first save himself.
Yes, and we have done
Alexander is pushed into the confining wicker
that.
cage.
Hopefully. Hopefully this is sufficient. So we have the Make Rain spell in our teapot. We have cast the incantation.
cage
All
is
that's
swung
required
out
is
over
to
the
heat it to
bonfire.
boiling. So we gotta see, is it enough?
Alexander starts to feel a little warm.
Yep.
The bottom of the cage is getting uncomfortably hot.
Oh no?
This cage is really hot.
Oh boy?
Fire in the cage.
Well, this is new.
Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate
Uh-oh.
to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long.
Uh-oh. We may
The
have
heat
messed
and
up
movement
then.
must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Egad,
Oh boy.
something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot.
I love that expression.
It's just about boiling.
Oh boy.
Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain.
Of course it does.
That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down.
Yeah. Oh, Sacred Oak. We needed that. Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm.
I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged ones stole our sacred miniature oak tree.
Huh.
Besides, Wazir Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for a highly dangerous foreign assassin. I assume you are the one he meant.
We're not an assassin,
I'm sure I'm
though.
precisely who he meant. I assure you, I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time.
Oh boy.
What is it that you seek?
The oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free.
Free
Right.
souls in the realm of the dead? You're mad.
The
Baby?
souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything I can. The risks are not important.
No. And yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will tell you what I know.
Okay.
Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the
Okay.
knowledge of how to do this was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast
We have a spell for
named
that.
Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact.
Noxious plants.
Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead. But
Okay.
neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the night.
I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead?
That
The
is
Lord
a
of the
blacker
Dead.
matter still. To the druids, he is Samhain, lord of coldness and despair.
That's like Halloween, right?
Samhain was once a man like you
Related
or I,
to it?
but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is and mateless, robbed of sleep,
Did he just say
robbed
mateless?
of movement, robbed of companionship.
I guess he did. Okay.
It is said that he hates all mortals even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know.
Interesting. I shall remember.
Okay.
Now look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot despite the rain.
We need some
If
of
you're
those.
bent on your course, you'll need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one.
May it
Oh
indeed.
boy. That would
Thank
be
you,
nice.
Archdruid.
Huh. All right. Well, that was an awful lot of information. Okay, let's take a look at our spell book. Do we have to put it in some kind of container? Let's see. A skull full of hot oak embers. Okay, so we need to put it in a skull. Samhain is sort of the Irish version of Halloween. Samhain is how it's pronounced. Interesting. I just know I'd heard it in relation, so I wasn't sure. All right, here's our skull. Let's get some hot oak embers. And I think we have everything else, right? No, yeah, I think we have everything else.
Alexander scoops up some of the red-hot embers in the ancient human skull.
All right. So what else? What do we actually need to do for the spell? Let's take a look at it. Add hair and brimstone to skull of embers. Okay. We've got... I don't know. We can try the egg, and then we speak the incantation over this. In the presence of the creature, we would speak the incantation over the skull. So we could perhaps prepare it now. Let's give it a try. All right, so we should be able to add the pure maiden's hair.
Alexander puts the strand of hair into the skull.
Okay. Now, will the egg count as sulfur?
Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. Sounds the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur.
Okay, awesome. All right, so we should be good for that spell now whenever we come across this nightmare creature. Now, he said an awful lot of lore. I want to see, let's go back to the bookstore and see if we might can find some kind of books that talk about this. Maybe there's something somewhere on those shelves that will give us some more information about the
Alexander
Underworld.
pulls out his magic map.
Okay, so let's see if we can trade
Excuse me, peddler,
the lamp.
but I
again.
have an old lamp that might interest you.
I think we only have one chance at
An
this.
old lamp, and what a nice traditional design, too. Take your pick of my new lamps.
So last time we picked this one because it was a sugar bowl and we thought we could use it as the teapot for our spell. However, there's this one. When we tricked the genie into thinking we were dead, this is his lamp, or at least it looks like his lamp. So if we have to pick one of these, maybe we pick this one.
A fine choice.
I don't
my
know
son.
if that's what we need
Here
because
is
it
your
dinged last
new
time we
lamp.
picked a lamp too, but
Good day.
we'll have to see.
And I thank you, sir.
Good day.
Hopefully that's right. All right, and then we will head into the bookshop and check the shelves. He's gonna be disappointed. Sorry.
Drat. Another dud.
Sorry.
I will be right up.
So sadly, it doesn't look like the court entertainer is back.
Now, what can I do for you?
But let's check the shelves. So let's see.
Alexander is a little old for those children's books.
Okay. maybe we can... well, let's just check all the shelves like this.
Alexander isn't interested in the cookbooks on that shelf. He's
Okay.
had an aversion to cooking ever since he experimented with a certain cookie recipe involving cat hair and fish oil.
I wonder what that one was.
Right now, Alexander is too involved with the journey he's on to take time to read about the journeys of others.
Okay, what about over here? I wonder if each shelf is different too. Like right now we're
Alexander
kind
is
of
not
doing the middle
interested in those
shelves.
self-help books.
Self-help books. What about over here? Oh,
Thinking of
there's a book he
Cosima,
wants?
Alexander decides to leaf through one of the volumes of love poetry.
Oh, okay, okay.
He reads, "Thy hair, thy lips, thy beauteous face, and all thy studied female grace have won for thee anon a place within this broken breast." Not bad. And another. "Upon the shore the lilies bend, untouched by worldly care, where shadow they her earthly bed, oh, that she were not there." Yikes. And another. "What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight I cannot live without the sight of you? What nameless thing has captured me, and made me powerless to flee? What thing is it without a name, that brings my mind e'er back the same to thee? The name of love cannot apply. Its commonness does not decry the haunted,
This one's a very
painful
long poem.
cry that my heart makes for you, that e'er my soul eternal makes for you."
A little close to home, that one.
Alexander returns the love poem book to the shelf.
Oh boy. Oh, something fell out.
Alexander
that?
picks up the fallen page. It's the
What
love
was it?
poem he particularly liked. It
Oh.
must have fallen out of the poetry book.
Interesting.
I see that old volume has lost another page. You may keep it if you like, sir. I have glued the stubborn thing back in place 2 times already.
I do rather like it. Thank you, merchant.
Nice. Okay. I want to step out and look at what we've got and kind of think about what we can do, because I think we're kind of like not really anything we can actively do necessarily. So we have the really boring book, which we already used that, so I don't think we need that. This paintbrush we're going to need for one of the spells, which, what do we still need for that? Let's see. It's the very first spell. Magic paint spell. 1 cup of swamp ooze. We need river Styx water, which I think is what we'll get once we find the nightmare horse, right? So we can't do that. Over painting to materialize. I don't know what that... Oh, wait. I hope we didn't mess up by burning up Beauty's dress. I feel like we couldn't have, but I'm not sure. Here's what I'm thinking. We had to have the dress to get into the castle. There was a painting in the castle. Maybe that's what we're supposed to paint with that spell. But if that's the case, then we were kind of in a catch-22 because we couldn't get the river Styx water until we did the make rain spell. When we did the make rain spell, the dress burned up. So if we did mess up, I'll have to go back and replay all the way back to where Beast and Beauty got together. I hope that's not the case, but we'll see. Now, as far as what we have that paintbrush. We could get the flute, but what would I use it for? I'm not sure. We have these 2 coins, which I think are going to be used in the Underworld, because traditionally, you know, Greek mythology, you got to give the coins to the ferryman, right? We have this dagger, which I don't know what to do. This is for our spell. That's for our spell. We already used the stinky flower. We already used this. This, I think, what is this?
Alexander has obtained a new lamp made of blue-colored glass.
Okay, that's
with
our
a tall,
lamp.
thin neck.
It
and
does have a
cork-like
good
cap.
icon. Maybe that is the correct one. We have the magic mirror. Maybe we could use that. We have a scythe, which we use that on the rose bush, so we may not need that. This is our cup of swamp ooze. And this is the love poem, and that's our magic spell book. So about the only thing I can think of that maybe we can use right now is the mirror. So let's try it.
Alexander examines Beast's mirror. The glass has a startling clarity, and the frame is quite beautiful.
Okay, what if we look at it?
Beast's mirror consists of a piece of glass set into a decorative frame. The glass is unusually clear, and the image particularly true.
Okay. If we do that, is that gonna mess us
Alexander looks in the mirror and sees a
What do we see?
handsome, somewhat lonely young man.
up? Okay. So we'll have to figure out what we use the mirror on. It's gonna reveal the truth whether you want to see it or not, right? Well, I think the only thing to do now is to either hope to run into the guy reading the book again and talk about Cosima. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know what we can do with that nightingale. We'll have to figure out what to do with that. I don't want to go up to the castle because I feel like we're not going to be able to get in there now that the dress is burned up. So it did say that Nightmare liked to eat noxious plants. What if we go to the Isle of Wonder and go to the swamp? Would those be noxious enough? Moment of truth. Okay, so nothing here. Do we try the Isle of the Sacred Mountain and potentially
Alexander feels
die?
a strange pulling sensation.
I mean, it did have a nightshade, a deadly nightshade. Maybe. Here goes nothing. Oh, there it is. I was right. Okay.
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
Okay. So, I guess we cast the spell, right? This one. Let's see.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Hopefully we
Creature
have
of night,
everything
to
we
me
need.
succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb.
The skull does not respond to Alexander's incantation. The embers have grown cold since Alexander gathered them, thus ruining the spell.
Ugh. Are you
Nightmare
kidding?
regards Alexander with disdain and continues her meal.
All right. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, so this time we had to backtrack a little bit.
Alexander
now we
arrives at the
have
top of the cliffs,
a hot
somewhat
skull, I
winded
hope.
after his long but uneventful climb.
So now we have a hot skull. So let's try this again. All right. Let's cast it. There we go.
Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull.
Creature of night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain, to do whate'er I now ordain.
Oh boy. Oh, it's like ice.
Nightmare
The little
flares her
smoke
nostrils
is
at the
making
scent
like
of
a
the fire and
coochie coochie goo.
brimstone.
That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one.
Oh man. I hope we're not making a big mistake.
Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the humans so close to her flank, or of anything at
boy.
all except that marvelous smell.
Does it remind her of home?
Now ride.
Oh boy. we have the back of a horse. We're going to the Underworld? Ooh, I see ghosts.
Nightmare deposits Alexander on a strange, cold world. And some of the inhabitants don't look too friendly.
Uh-oh. Oh. We probably don't want these zombies around. Can we look at the ghosts?
Restless spirits are bound to the surface of the underworld. Chained by earthly cares, they are unable to go below. These two spirits wander together. The spirit of a beautiful and noble-looking woman floats silently alongside that of a desperate-looking man.
Do we talk to them? Maybe?
Who are you, grieving spirits?
I am Queen Ilaria of the land of the Green Isles, and this beloved spirit is my husband, King Caliphan. We were murdered in our beds by our trusted vizier. Like a viper, he snuck in during the night and stabbed us in our sleep.
Is this Casima's
now
parents?
My husband's soul is broken, and he will not speak.
Then you are the ones I seek. Are you not the parents of Princess Casima?
Okay.
Our daughter! Have you news of the princess?
I know that she is alive and safely back in her kingdom after being rescued from Mordak.
Okay.
But I'm afraid I have not personally seen her. Alhazred is keeping her in her room in mourning for you.
Yes.
I am glad to hear of her return, but she will not be safe alone with that devil.
I don't think so.
Be there to protect her.
Casima, how I fail thee.
Oh.
My poor husband will never rest while our murder goes unavenged and our daughter is in danger.
I came to take you back with me. Your people are still loyal to you. They need to know about the
How
Wazir.
do we take them back?
Casima needs you too.
But this is the realm of the dead. We cannot leave it. Nor, for that matter, can you.
Oh,
The only one
I hope
who
we
might
can.
be able to return us all to the land of the living is the Lord of the Dead. But he would never help us. He has no mercy.
Maybe?
I might be able to convince him.
Maybe?
I must try.
Exactly.
Then take this. It is my ticket to the Underworld. There you will
Tickets,
find the Lord of the
please.
Dead. I cannot
Oh,
use
boy.
the ticket as long as I'm chained here. And if we cannot be avenged, I will never be unchained.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you.
All right.
Be careful, young man. If you can ease my husband's torment and help our daughter, we will be most grateful.
Yeah, so I met your daughter
I
for
will
2
do
minutes.
my
I want to
best.
marry her, so now I'm hanging out
Goodbye,
with dead
Queen
people.
Ilaria.
Exactly. He's definitely mentally stable. All right, so we have a ticket now. So we gotta go find the ferryman. We gotta avoid the zombies, I guess. Maybe there's a hint on how we use the ticket. Let's look at it.
The ghostly ticket reads, Admit 1.
Okay. Do we just use it?
Alexander can see his hand right through the transparent ticket.
I guess not. So maybe we go this way, perhaps? Oh, the zombie is like trying to... I'm not sure where we go from here. Oh, over here. Hello?
The spirit of a woman hangs like a puff of smoke in the air. She is weeping and appears to be very distressed about something.
Hello? Can we talk to her? What is she?
Why
what is
do
she
you not
upset
rest, sad spirit?
Rest? I
about?
cannot
Holy,
rest.
what did I miss?
My son is
A
lost.
bunch.
Lost? You mean in this realm?
No. His spirit is stuck in the land of the living, probably looking for me. But I
Who is
cannot
this?
leave to go show him the way. My poor Ali.
Is there
Ali?
anything I can do?
Take this handkerchief. If you get back to the
Handkerchief?
land of the living and find him, tell him that his mother is waiting for him here.
Okay.
By this
Are
kiss,
we?
you'll be able to find his way to the realm of the dead.
Okay.
I'll do my best to find him.
Thank
Ali.
you.
Have we heard that name
Thank
before?
you.
I don't
Oh,
know.
my Ali.
We're just in the world of the dead, that's all. Nothing strange or peculiar about that. Alright, so we're heading on.
The
Oh,
skeleton
boy.
to the left of the path hands something to the spirits that approach the underworld entrance.
Okay.
Take it, please.
What if we take this? Can we do something with this?
Alexander picks up the 2 bones on the ground. Now, what do these bones remind him of?
A xylophone?
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
We're gonna
The
play a
skeletons
song?
are overcome with the musical call of the bones. They begin to jiggle, then
I
to
wonder if we need
dance.
that key. Like bones connected to the... Oh yeah, the head bones connected to the... That's the song. We're gonna dance. Is he gonna dance the key off? Play me a song, Music Man? This is maybe the most bizarre moment in the whole series. This is hilarious. Come on, let the key fall off. You know you want that key to fall off. Such a happy tune for down here. It seems totally out of place. What the crap? We got the key off though. That is hilarious. It's inspired you. I have a Fluffy to draw 1 sec. Is that gonna be the Fluffy for my thumbnail today?
Alexander
man.
finishes his tune, and the skeletons resume their posts. Despite their frolic, they don't seem any friendlier.
I'm glad we saw that. Let's grab this key.
Alexander picks up the skeleton key.
That was hilarious. All right, now we can give the ticket to him. Oh boy.
I have a ticket.
Go on.
I'm glad he didn't notice that his key was missing. What is this guy? He seems a poor, unfortunate soul.
Apparently, Alexander's not the only one who's curious about the body on the path.
Apparently. What do we have?
The knight is wearing one black gauntlet. There appears to be some writing on the gauntlet, but Alexander can't quite make out what it says.
Do we have something? What about this?
The knight is wearing an old, tattered ribbon.
Okay.
It must have once meant much to him as a sign of his lady's favor.
Okay. Anything else?
A knight's remains lie abandoned on the path. The knight, like Alexander, must have been alive when he entered the underworld, but for some reason he never reached his destination. Alexander wonders if this is the knight the druid spoke of.
That's what I'm wondering too. I'm wondering if that's a cursed gauntlet. Let's see if we can
ribbon
take
is
some
so
of this.
old it would crumble at Alexander's touch.
Okay. What about this? If we take that, are we
Alexander
gonna die?
takes the knight's black gauntlet and examines the writing on it. Flesh
What
may
does it
cross
say?
the portal and seek its master, death. Flesh may go where death is trod, and challenge, like Scheherazade, he who reigns beneath the sod, to spare a mortal's breath.
Huh.
Zounds, that sounds serious.
Oh boy. Well, I don't know if there's anything else we need to do with that guy, so I guess we continue on. Oh, hello. Now we can finally use our 2
Charon
coins.
stands in his boat, eternal ferryman of the dead.
Of course.
Alexander can't quite make out what's under Charon's cowl, and he's not sure he would want to.
Okay, so what do we need for the spell? We need like, let's see.
The realm of the dead is a very dangerous place. There's no time for that here.
We needed like, did we mix the cup, the swamp water, swamp ooze with the river Styx water? Was that what we needed?
Alexander scoops a little of the river Styx into the teacup with the swamp ooze, being careful not to get any of the black water on his skin.
Okay. And then we stir it, right? With the feather?
The realm of the dead is a very dangerous place. There's no time for that here.
Okay, so we don't do that, but we can give him the coins. Right?
Will these coins do as fare for passage?
Charon
Okay.
accepts the fare and waves Alexander onto the boat.
All right. So now we head onward. I'm trying to be careful not to miss anything we might need. And I think that was really the main thing that we needed for our spells, is just that water. I guess we got to be careful not to fall into the river Styx. All right, now we open the door, right?
Alexander reaches out to open the gate. Suddenly, the wood trembles beneath his fingertips.
Uh-oh. Oh. Hello there. Are you gonna
What
bomb us with your
touch has
eyeball
awakened my
lasers?
sleep? I smell the blood of a mortal.
Indeed.
Reach out thine hand again, fleshy human, that I might devour it. It has been centuries since I last ate.
Do we put the gauntlet in his mouth?
I have this gauntlet.
That has
Oh,
not
again,
to do
Tony
with
J.
me, human.
Okay, so he doesn't want that. Do we just talk to him?
Despite his fear, Alexander summons his bravest voice to command the living gate.
Maybe.
I would pass, Gate. I have business with your master.
My master and thine, human. I would be pleased to introduce thee. Only
I'm
step
sure
forward
you would.
and thou shalt meet him shortly.
No,
I don't
thank
think
you.
so.
I come to meet the Lord of the Dead with my flesh still intact.
I mean, that's what the gauntlet
And
said,
why
right?
should I let you past, human, when I would much rather eat you?
Because we have that right?
I have been told that there is a way for humans to enter Death's realm.
Yes.
There must be something I can do. Some task that will allow me to pass through your doors, Gate.
Right?
I seem to recall something. A trick. Perhaps a test.
Okay.
Ah, yes.
A trick or a test?
Should a human try to pass, a riddle is Gates wont to ask.
Okay, a riddle.
A riddle it is, then.
All right.
And if thou wouldst fail to answer Gate, his thirsty jaws will be thy fate.
Oh, boy.
Agreed.
Listen as though it meant thy life then, human, for it surely does.
Uh-oh.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
My first is foremost legally. My second circles outwardly. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. My whole is this gate's only key.
Okay, is this a word puzzle then? My first is foremost legally. Is that like his first letter? Is that gonna be like L because it's the first letter of legally? My second, or is it gonna be like F because it's the first letter of first? Second circles outwardly. I mean, E does circle outwardly. Third leads all in victory. I mean, that sounds like... I almost wonder if that's a V. My fourth twice in's a nominee. Okay, so my fourth twice in's a nominee sounds like E because there's 2 E's at the end of it. All right. My first is foremost legally. Let's see. If it was L, is it love? My first is foremost legally, L. My second circles outwardly, O. My third leads all in victory. My fourth twice ends a nominee. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen? We're gonna die? I mean, yeah, that is the worst that will happen.
Is love.
Oh boy.
Ah, thou traitor of the mortal plane! How didst thou guess love? That riddle should never have been solved. Love is unknown in this realm.
But not
love
where we
be
come
banished, even from this place. There are spirits still pining of it on the surface above.
Yeah,
Still
thank
less
you.
can it be banished from my heart.
I mean, you didn't know firsthand about
Burden me not
love,
with
so...
thy poetry. Pass through, and quickly, before I change my mind.
And don't eat us, please. Oh boy. Lovely. Well, well, well. What have we here?
The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand silently at the head of the path to his throne.
They have like little staves.
The servants of the Lord of the Dead stand...
Okay.
In the center of the great cavern, the Lord of the Dead reigns over the hosts of the dead. He waves spirits into the sea of souls in an endless stream. What things the spirits tell him are best unheard by mortal ears.
Now this is the guy who hates us, right? Are we gonna just die here?
Alexander can't talk to the Lord of the Dead from here.
We're gonna just die when we walk past, right?
Alexander approaches the throne of the Lord of the Dead.
Oh boy.
Why have you entered my domain,
he's
still
chained
wearing
up.
your flesh? If you are so anxious for death, you might have found it easily enough in the land of the living.
I mean,
But since you are here, you are most welcome to stay.
I'm sure we
Kiss
are.
my hand, and you will be one with the spirits. There will be no pain.
No. Let's go with no. Can we talk to him?
I seek a boon, my lord.
Why should death grant you anything, mortal?
Let's see. We have the gauntlet. Will that help?
I did not come here to die, but to demand my right of challenge.
Apparently, this is
I
what happens when
respectfully
one has been in
challenge
couch
thee.
potato too long.
Death, by throwing down this
You get
gauntlet.
chained to your couch and turn into a
Man may pass
skeleton.
the portal and seek its master, death. Man may pass where death has trod and challenge like Scheherazade, he who
boy.
reigns beneath the sod.
We're
to
gonna
spare
die,
a
aren't we?
mortal's breath.
He
Death
has
is
the
gonna kill
gauntlet.
us.
Impossible! He
Um,
challenges death. Who are you to challenge death?
A man of flesh is all I need to be, my lord.
I take it that he is sort of motioned
And
to
what
his
is
chair.
it that you
Probably.
seek with this challenge? The soul of some dead maiden?
Nope.
I seek the souls of King Caliphim and Queen Ilaria, the land of the Green Isles.
Yes.
You would save 2 human souls and emerge alive from this realm yourself?
Yes.
That shall be a
Duh.
difficult challenge indeed.
Oh no.
The tomb does not open its doors lightly.
Oh boy.
Either all
What are we
3 of
gonna
us
have to do?
leave, or none go.
Oh no.
Very well. Then let me think of an appropriate task.
Um.
Ah, yes. I have it now. Your challenge is this. For thousands of years, I have sat upon this throne.
Okay.
I have heard every sad tale that can be told by human lips.
Oh no.
I have seen tragedies that ended empires, injustices that defy reason, love that would light the very stars turn cold and hard. I have seen torments that cannot possibly be borne, and yet must be for centuries. This thing I have never done. I have never shed a tear.
Oh no.
Make me cry, thou man of flesh.
No.
That is my challenge.
Oh no.
Make death cry?
Sooner could he turn sea to stone, or fire to ice.
Oh boy. Do we even have any... Oh wait, maybe we can show him what he looks like. Let's try it.
If your existence has been all that you say it has,
Maybe?
then truth alone shall
dinged.
be my sword.
Let's see.
The mirror's surface swirls with darkness for a moment, then fills with images even blacker.
Oh boy.
Reflections of despair, of wailing souls, of shackles colder and more immutable than any forged by man, of a world of thirsts that can never be quenched. Alexander feels the mirror tremble in his grasp.
Is he
and
gonna
is glad
break
that he
because
cannot see its face.
He's
But
so
the Lord of
bad?
the Dead is transfixed to the mirror, to the screening of his life.
Oh no.
Things long forgotten are once more uncovered. His enslavement to this throne while still a man. The years of watching misery and horror and growing ever more numb to it. The seep of his own humanity. The slow growth of a new thing altogether, which became that which he is now.
Oh man.
His is an existence that has no possibility of redemption, no end. The surrounding spirits draw away in pain. The truth
They're
is so
pained
sharp
by
it
the truth?
stabs, so intense
man.
it sears.
Is he gonna cry when he asks our question?
Take it away. Make it stop.
The one guy, take it away. Is he gonna actually tear up? It
The
worked.
mirror of truth cracks from the strain, and death sheds a single gray tear.
It was so bad he broke the mirror.
Truth is indeed a terrible thing.
An alternative
I have
solution is to do
worn this mantle
karaoke.
for so long,
I guess
I had
with the
forgotten
flute.
its dreadful weight. You shall take the souls and leave as I agreed. You have been granted to stay from this inevitable reality. I almost envy you.
Oh boy.
Find the souls he has claimed and bring them to me.
Okay, so
King
we
Caliph
did it.
and Queen Alaria, I presume. Your hero has won you a few more years of mortality.
Nice.
May your souls be more prepared for their rest when you return.
Oh boy. We
Thank
did
you, my
it.
lord. I hope that they will.
And
Nice.
you, man of flesh, my steed shall take the three of you back to the land of the living. Tell her where it
Awesome.
is you wish to go.
Okay. We managed to beat the
Until
Underworld.
we meet again then, I assure you, we will meet again.
No one can escape
No
death.
offense, my lord, but I hope that will be many long years from now.
It is never as long as you might wish, mortal.
I mean, that's
No.
probably true.
Begone.
Yes, my lord.
Unless you discover the secret to immortality, in which case you might wish for death. And we're heading back. Nightmare has a very big head. I don't think Alexander was ever told he
Are
could
you
only
coming,
take
Majesty?
two. This is awkward if he
Al-Hazred's
unnecessarily
treachery must
leaves
be
others
handled
behind.
Carefully, Alexander. Alari and I must go gather our allies and form a plan.
All right.
Watch over Casima. Make sure she comes to no harm. We will return as soon as we can to take back all that has been stolen from
All
us.
right.
I will keep her safe until your return.
I mean, first we got to get to her.
Son. Your love for our daughter must be deep indeed for you to have undertaken death itself for our sakes.
Right?
Indeed. May we succeed in what awaits us, and live long together as a family.
All right. Well, that was productive. All right. We're back here on the Isle of the Crown. We need to find Ali. That was what the handkerchief was for, right? Let's look at it.
Alexander is carrying the Mother Ghost's translucent handkerchief.
And it was, yeah, it was for like someone named Ali. Are any of the shopkeepers named that? I don't know. Oh, you.
Alexander sees nothing particular.
Ali's books. Oh.
Hello. I will be right up.
Oh, are we about to like kill the
Now.
bookkeeper?
What can I do for you?
Well, so I talked to your mom.
Alexander might have a hard time trying to explain that ghost handkerchief.
Yeah. What if we talk to him?
How fare you, merchant?
Quite well, thank you. I just finished a wonderful book on geological rock formations. Fascinating.
But is not is your name not Ali?
Alex.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I feel like it should go to you, but maybe not. I don't know. We can look at the spell now, though. The spell book. Magic paint spell. So we got the river Styx water now. And we just need to stir it with a horse feather, apply to blank surface with artist brush, speak incantation over painting to materialize. I don't know what we would paint. Do we paint on the handkerchief? I don't know. Let's go ahead and stir it.
Alexander dips the large black feather into the teacup and stirs
Stir
the
it.
contents gently.
Okay. And now we...
To his amazement, the jet black color of the feather slowly drains from end to tip into the teacup.
Interesting.
The teacup mixture blackens and thickens to a paint-like consistency. Alexander
right.
carefully puts it away, discarding the drained feather.
Okay. So now do we say an incantation? Apply to blank surface with artist brush, and then speak an incantation over the painting to materialize. So what do we paint? We gotta put this, we gotta put it
To
on the
paint something,
teacup, right?
Alexander must first choose a location where he wants to paint. The paint can then be used on that location.
Okay. Do we paint this?
There's no reason to do that to the Mother Ghost's handkerchief.
Okay, I guess not. Okay, so there's no one over there. At least the ladies aren't back in there. So, I don't know. Maybe we missed our chance with that. Can we paint something on this wall? Let's see. Maybe?
Feeling artistically inspired, Alexander decides to make use of the large blank castle wall.
Are you gonna draw a door?
Ah, a
Of course
doorway.
you are.
Just what Alexander was thinking this wall needed.
Of course you are. Okay, well, sure, why not? We'll be a cartoon character. Alright.
With trepidation, Alexander gathers his strength for the enchantment of the painted door. Magic paint, black as ink. Bring to life what I think. Make it real what I draw. According... The spell worked.
Oh
The door
boy.
has magically solidified.
Well, good luck guarding that front door, guys. Well, Let's see what happens
Eager
if we
to be
go in.
inside the castle at last, Alexander opens the enchanted door.
We might die. There might
and
be a
steps
guard back here.
inside. The magic paint door fades back into the wall.
Okay,
So much for
so
an easy exit.
we might have to alter that. Let's see, what's through here?
Alexander doesn't see any way of opening that door manually.
Let's check this door.
Alexander opens the dungeon door and slips inside.
Is there anything in here? Is there anything under the bed?
Alexander sees nothing of interest in that part of the dungeon.
Okay. Alright, maybe there's nothing in here, so let's go out. Okay, what about this dungeon door? Maybe there's
Alexander
something in one of the
opens
dungeons.
dungeon door and slips inside.
We got chains here. Oh, you're the ghost.
A spirit weeps inconsolably on the cot. The spirit appears to be the ghost of a little boy.
Well, little boy, I have a handkerchief.
What's the matter, little boy?
The bookstore owner is also named Allie. Yeah, this was confusing.
Find my mother. I don't know why she would just leave me here. I've been alone ever so long.
You must be the son of the spirit I met in the realm of the dead.
Oh,
She
boy.
gave me this handkerchief and asked me to tell you that she's waiting for you there.
So we'll give them a bit of relief. Have a handkerchief.
It's Mama's. It even smells like her.
Oh
I
boy.
can feel her now. I know where to go.
Good.
Wait. Before you go, is there anything you can tell me about the castle?
I like to play in secret places. In
Okay.
the basement behind the Man of Steel is a door.
Okay.
Nobody except me knows it's there anymore.
Nice. Alright, so behind a suit of armor.
Farewell.
Farewell. So a suit of armor, huh? Interesting. That suit of armor? Alright, let's go in the hallway then.
Alexander examines the suit of armor, but sees nothing special.
There's a secret passage behind him.
Alexander
Can we push it
examines
over?
the suit of armor, but sees nothing special. In the corner is a suit of armor of ancient design. Its right arm beckons slightly.
His right arm. Okay, what about his right arm?
Remembering what the little boy
Okay.
ghost said, Alexander experiments with the suit of armor. He pushes down, then pulls up on the knight's right arm.
Okay.
Secret
Ah,
passage.
nice. I wonder where this leads. It looks like a church. So, yeah, we're about to be able to
Alexander
look
hears the
through
sound
here.
of voices coming from nearby.
Okay. Let's look through here. What is happening
Alexander
through here?
peers through the chink in the wall.
Captain, I've been hearing rumors from the guards who've been watching the princess. They say lately she's been pounding on her door and begging to be let out. Ain't none of my business, sir, but news like that is upsetting the other dogs. Ain't no guard in the castle who would willingly keep the princess anywhere she don't want to be.
Osred claims that a foreign intruder is here to assassinate her. That's why she's got to be kept under lock and key, right up until the wedding.
Oh boy.
Call me an old dog that can't learn new tricks, but I say the princess should be the one giving the orders.
Yeah, I agree.
Al-Hazred has been in charge for months, what with the king's death and Casima's mourning. Tonight, the wedding will seal it, and there's nothing we can do about it.
Uh-oh.
Like him or not, he's our liege. Need I remind you of your oath to the crown?
Aye, we've an oath. For the sake of the princess, we'll not be forgetting it. He'd just better treat her well.
Yeah?
Speaking of the Wazir, what do you reckon he's keeping in that magical room of his?
Magical room.
It's not a magic room. It's just the door he's enchanted somehow. I say he's still got the royal treasury in there, along with whatever else he's so eager to protect. Not
Is
even
Genie?
the court treasurer is allowed in there anymore.
I heard him in the hall the other day. He was speaking to that door. Black magic is what I say.
Did you say the words?
Ali, but then Bay came up and started yapping at me.
Ali.
Enough!
Huh?
It is not our place to question the practices of our liege, no matter how strange. The wedding will be starting soon. Report to the throne room when you hear the music start.
That could be important. He was speaking to that door, black magic. I heard him say Ali, but then Bay came up. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be the guard dog, right?
The closed door on the north wall bears a small brass plaque. The plaque reads, "Guard Room."
Yeah, and they're in there. We better skedaddle. Alright, what's in here? This another
Alexander
dungeon?
decides to find out what's on the other side of that door.
It's probably not gonna be good. Oh!
I've seen you around the village. What are you doing in my room?
You're the guy I wanted to
wrong
talk
room.
to.
Sorry.
Wait.
Not as sorry as you're gonna be. Guards! Guards!
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No!
What is it, Jolo? This man is an intruder. He's probably here to harm the princess.
Darn
Don't
it.
worry, we'll take care of him. You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
Oh, no.
The guard
And we're
dogs
gonna
lead
die.
Alexander to his fate, locking
Well,
the door noisily behind
We
them.
found the guy, just not the way we wanted to. Let's see, can we get out of here?
The dungeon door is locked.
Can we unlock it? We do have a skeleton key.
Alexander unlocks the door with his skeleton key
There we go.
and quickly makes his escape.
What will I see? Okay. Is he gonna call the guards again if I go back in? If he calls the guards again, then there's no way to show him our insignia from here.
You again? How did you get out of the dungeon?
Just lucky, I guess.
Well, we'll see about that. Guards! Guards!
He's just gonna call us back again?
What is it, Jolo? The intruder escaped from the dungeon! Grab him! He won't get away again, Jolo, and that's a fact.
Uh-oh. He's gonna take all our stuff
The
away,
Wazir
right?
will have our heads if he finds out that prisoner escaped. How do you suppose he did it, Ralph?
Well, Hal, I figure he must have had something on him that he used to open the door. That's
Okay.
why I personally searched him.
You did? What'd you find?
Only this funny-looking key. He ain't got it
Of
no
course.
more, though, now does he?
Ha ha! Good work, Ralph.
I wonder if this is an intentional Ed Wynn impression. Alright,
Just as
so
Alexander realizes that he has no possible
Jolo
means of
was his
escape,
name.
he hears the sound of wedding music playing
Yeah,
somewhere in the castle.
now they're gonna have the wedding.
Confound this dungeon. I'll never be able to stop the wedding now.
Aw. Alright, let's go up and see. I don't know where this will lead us. Oh,
Uh-oh, guard dogs.
darn it.
An intruder! Grab him!
I was just looking for the kitchen.
I'll bet you're the foreign saboteur the Wazir warned us about. He sure fits the description. He's supposed to be dangerous, mate. Let's throw him in the dungeon, then go tell Captain Saladin.
Right, good idea.
I wonder.
You'll stay in here until we find out what the Wazir wants to do with you.
The guard
What
dogs
if we
lead Alexander to
go?
his fate, locking the door noisily behind them.
What if we go talk to the guard captain? Okay, so let's see if we can talk to the guard dog. I mean, he's
Alexander
probably
hears
just
the
gonna...
clear sound of guard dog voices coming from behind the door. He decides opening the door wouldn't be wise.
Okay. So then, where do we go from here? Let's see. Is there anything we can spy on here?
Alexander takes another look through the chink in the wall.
Maybe there's something else.
Captain Saladin has left, and the other two guard dogs are talking too quietly for Alexander to hear them.
Where did the captain go, I wonder? We may be out of luck. I'm not sure what to do from here. But we can try one of these two things. I guess let's try this again. And if this doesn't work, we may have to put a pause on it and come back. Yeah, so they're still there. All right. Well, we keep getting thrown into the dungeon no matter what we do. So we're going to have to figure out how to proceed from here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I feel like we accomplished a good bit, and we may have to backtrack a little in the next episode, but we'll figure that out next time. So if you like this kind of content, please make sure to like, subscribe, follow, share, all that good stuff. If you want to watch live, we're on Twitch at twitch.tv/Liara27. I have my schedule posted in the About and in the description. And if you want to see which games we're playing each day, I post them on x.com/Liara27. And I hope you'll join me in the next one. Until then, guys, bye.